Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. I'm Katie the Curious Katydid, coming to you live now on YouTube and TikTok today. We're going to try this out and see how it goes. We're in the city of Pine Bush, New York, in New York's Hudson Valley, and I am so excited. This is our second time in Pine Bush. Why? What is Pine Bush, New York? Pine Bush, New York is a little village of only a couple thousand people, but it is actually considered one of, if not the, UFO capitals of the world. You can see behind me just a little bit. We're gonna explore this pretty town. Look at this dawn. Aren't these clouds so soft looking? Look at this forced perspective. Aww, I love playing with forced perspective. Who's that? Hi, Zorro Electric, how are you? Do you want to pet these clouds with me? Look at these pretty soft clouds. So let's start to take a walk and see what's going on here. Becky Mono, where's my friend? Mr. Jeff, he's kind of chilling in the car. He'll be joining us a little bit later. He's a little sleepy. I'm immediately gravitating to this. Look at this rainbow colored tree we found. Hello, lights. Oh, thank you for the follows. Hello, pretty rainbow colored tree. I don't even know why this is here. It's just here. So again, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. I am Katie the Curious Katydid, and I'm coming to you live from the village of Pine Bush, New York, in New York's Hudson Valley. Pine Bush, New York being considered one of, if not the, UFO capitals of the world. In fact, I'm going to cross the street. Originally, back in the day, the town was a little ambivalent about its connection to such things, and I'll elaborate more on that history in a second, so stay tuned. But more recently, it's leaning into the tourism, as we can see here, apparently. Good morning. Look at these guys. They look like they're having a good time. Comes like our theme today. Oh, hello, another little alien. Doesn't your pizza look delicious? Is that good breakfast? Nice. He kind of looks like he's offering us a drink, but let me check in with you guys. What is the appropriate protocol when a fairy, a magical being, or an alien offers you something to eat or drink? According to folklore, what is the appropriate thing to do? If that alien is offering us a drink, what are we supposed to do? Drink it, says Lise. Don't do it, says Becky. Right? I think according to the well, you can drink it or not, I suppose. Isn't this building cool? Right, I think according to folklore, if you drink something that a fairy or magical person or probably even an alien gives you, you might be in for all kinds of trickery, right? Like Rip Van Winkle. Hi, SWAT 927, how are you? Nice to see you. So I don't know, maybe we could drink that alien drink, but I have a feeling we'd be in for quite an adventure after that. But let's go back into history first to see how things came to be here. Like, woo, woo. You ever see in TV shows? Like, woo, woo, let's travel back in time. Chris Walker, I would love to come visit your farm and see your alpacas. Are you around here? Smurf. Yes, we're going on an out there adventure after drinking ET juice, right? Let's just go in the live stream and drink a drink an alien offered us and see what happens. That would be a heck of a stream. Look at this pretty church. I love the windows. I love the circular windows up top here, right? Interesting design. So this area way back in the day, again, we're sort of we're probably about 60 to 90 minutes by car northwest of New York City. This is a rural area. It was founded originally, I want to acknowledge, of course, the original indigenous people who lived in this area, who I understand were the Lenape people. Broadly speaking, in this area, there were the Muncie people a little further up north, the Delaware people, and largely the Lenape Nation was a huge swath of indigenous folks who lived throughout this region and even across the Hudson River. And then it wasn't until 1740 that the European folks first arrived in this area, which is a little later. We know that in nearby places in the Hudson Valley, like New Paltz that we visited before, or Kingston, or in Middletown, those kinds of places, we know that some of the Europeans came in the 1600s. So Pine Bush is sort of introduction of European folks came a bit later, 1740, which was still before the American Revolution. But Europeans had been in the area for nearly 100 years prior. And this area, when they arrived, I don't know much record of how, I wasn't able to find much historic record of how things went in their relations with the indigenous folks. In some places in the Hudson Valley, there were some peaceful integrations. For example, over in Tuxedo and Sloatsburg in the south of Orange County, where they actually got married and formed a community together, the Europeans and the indigenous folks. And then other places, of course, where there was the displacement of the indigenous people, sadly. So I'm not quite sure what happened here. I was not able to find a record, but the Europeans did eventually build their own towns in this area, their own stuff. And originally this area, from what I understand, had lumber mills, grist mills, and farming. They were really a sort of a food providing and basic materials providing kind of area for the rest of the valley. And we're not too far out from the town of Middletown. If you follow me regularly, you could definitely, if you haven't yet, hit that follow button, because we go all throughout New York's Hudson Valley. And each week when we hit a different town, and this is, by the way, a surprise to me too, what I'm about to say. Not exactly a surprise, but if you follow me week to week, as I'm learning, we really get another piece of the puzzle of so much of how this whole area really was significant for the founding of America's economy independently as a nation. Each of these little towns had a little role to play. So if you follow me each week, we start to, every few months we'll go back to some of these towns and you'll kind of keep learning more and more of this history. So I feel so bad in the comments when I see someone who's like, oh no, I missed the live this week. I didn't get to see this fun fact or this important thing. This week I'm like share this live. Who wants to see the UFO capital of the world, share it now. Because I'm so sad when people are like, oh no, I didn't get to see the UFO capital, So I encourage following and sharing, because as I'm realizing, we're learning so much history and so much lore that's all interconnected week to week in the different towns. And I'd love I'm having fun learning all of it with you guys, because you guys always make it so fun. In the 19th century, America's economy really had to take off. There was no choice, because in the War of 1812, the British cut off America's coal supplies and energy supplies. And America was like, uh-oh, if we're trying to really get on our feet as a nation, we're in trouble. And they had to quickly figure out solutions to become independent economically, or things were sunk. So a few things happened in this part of the world that were very significant. So if you're interested in American history, every week in the Hudson Valley, you're literally learning parts of what helped America as a whole country get on its feet. So for example, one of the things in Orange County that happened was the creation of the Delaware and Hudson Canal. But then, following the canal, here in the valley, the railroads came through. The Erie Railroad, some of you may know that name, is a famous railroad that helped American industry again get up off its feet. So Middletown was a huge hub of the Erie Railroad and all the different railroads in the Hudson Valley, kind of helping shipping to start, or enhancing, I should say, American shipping. And here in Pine Bush shared some of the railroad with the town of Middletown. Pine Bush for a long time was a stop that eventually the Erie Railroad took over. So initially, back in the day, we're talking by the 19th century, Pine Bush was helping with farming, lumber, and the shipping piece to help get, all of these materials transported all over the valley, which would then lead to them getting transported all over America. I think our friends in the southern hemisphere, right, they're heading into fall right now. But here we've got early spring. And I'm just noticing in this tree, look at these beautiful little buds. Hi. Oh, Chris, thank you so much for my ice cream. Yum, I'm pinching that ice cream and eating it. You can see the breeze. But I'm just fascinated by these little spring buds. How are you, little babies? It's so cold this morning. There we go. Look at these pretty. Anybody, just wherever you are in the world, what's the weather like by you this morning? And what season are you in? What are some things that you're seeing that you're enjoying? If we're going to riff this morning a little bit on the topic of the mystery and the unknown, I love all the potential. Oop, that's out of focus, sorry. I love all of the potential in early spring buds, right? It's like, I'm not that familiar with this tree. I'm not sure what the color the leaves are going to be. Sometimes the unknown and the mystery is so exciting, right, in life? The anticipation, as Tim Curry might say. Snooks, you're in the village of Walden and from Pine Bush. That's awesome. Yeah, tell me, what are some things, spring, and even, well, I guess fall in its own way. But I love all the potential, the mystery and the unknown of springtime, right? What are some things that you're seeing pop up out of the ground? Some things you're excited to see for spring, some things that are going to be unknown, like if you're excited for the flowers. So James Fusco, we are in the state of New York, sometimes the state of confusion, but today for sure we know we're in the state of New York, in New York's Hudson Valley. Specifically, we're in the village of Pine Bush. Look at this pretty artwork we have just found, this glittery flower. We're in the village of Pine Bush, what is considered to be, this small little village, who would guess, is considered to be the UFO capital of the world. And we're about to talk about that UFO history. But first, I can't resist a little window shopping. Who likes a good art gallery? So let's see, look, we got fish, we got turtles. Hi, sea turtle. I don't know how we're finding sea turtles in the middle of farm country of New York State, but there you are. Hello, butterfly. And hello, bunny. Hello, Easter bunnies. We're like a week away from Easter. Let's talk a little bit about the UFO history here. So, as I was saying, right, in the 19th century, Pine Bush was kind of, it was helping the country with all of its railroad and industrial doings, but it wasn't necessarily on the map, let's say, from like a pop culture perspective. Places in the Hudson Valley like Kingston became popular for being the original capital of New York State, or Port Jervis, as Mitch is highlighting the town of Port Jervis at the other end of Orange County, was big for the Delaware and Hudson Canal and everything. So Pine Bush was kind of just doing its thing, being like a little farm town. Hello, baby books. Who loves children's books? I do. Clever Tom and the Leprechaun. That looks cute. The Boy Who Cried Bigfoot. Right? All right, we're getting a little supernatural here in Pine Bush. So Pine Bush just sort of hung out, to my knowledge, as sort of a farming town, a cool place, but kind of, regular, until the 1950s, when for some reason, and there was a lot happening. It's interesting, right? If you think about the 1950s, broadly speaking, in American culture and what was happening at the time, concurrently, here in Pine Bush, UFO sightings started to happen. And they started to happen more and more and more. And I understand between 1983 and 1987, somewhere in there were so many UFO sightings, literally thousands of them, that they set up a hotline just to help document what was going on. And there was a lady who wrote a book. I have that name on my notes right here. I believe her name was Ellen Crystal. If anybody's curious to actually read about, there's so much that has happened in Pine Bush here that people are documenting it. This lady, Ellen Crystal, her book, Silent Invasion, The Shocking Discoveries of a UFO Researcher. Ooh, pretty salon. Hello. Hello, pretty and swanky salon. As we window shop here in the UFO capital of the world. I guess we can decide, maybe as we window shop this morning, we can decide if this is a legitimate shop or a front for Men in Black. How about that? We'll just peek in all the windows and be like, what do we think? Legitimate business or front for Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones? What do we think? Hi, Eugenius. How are you? Hi, Patrick. Hi, Angela. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody in those comments. I want to take some time to just recognize you all there in the comments. I feel so lucky that all you guys are just such a nice... Whoa, guys, do you want to know something just creepy that just happened? Guys, something totally creepy just happened. The live just randomly paused, and I have no idea why. And do you know where we actually are? I feel like this is so spooky. Ready? We are like literally standing right by the UFO Paranormal Museum in Pine Bush. And for some reason, like, is that not spooky? Right? Right? I see Shelby, right? Like, Shelby. We are literally standing by. I'm like literally saying like, we can decide if this is an alien conspiracy. And the live just like cuts off. What was that, guys? Oh, I don't know what this means, but it says I'm on the way to bronze level on the live stream. I don't know what that means, guys. Does this mean we're gonna like win some kind of race? I just got like a signal. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Thank you all for like, if we're gonna like win something together here, like if we're in the bronze level, that's exciting. But yeah, check it out. If you haven't yet passed it to a friend and you don't want them to miss it, we're here taking a look at the Pine Bush UFO and Paranormal Museum in Orange County, New York. Again, we're about like 60 to 90 minutes by car outside New York City, northwest of New York City. Mitch, when I froze, an alien face popped up. Did it? Ah! Let's take a look here at this small museum. This is the current front of their museum. Some of you might know, if you look back in my travel vlogs, like my sort of regular video content, back in October, the folks here were kind enough to let me come visit. They were actually in the middle of renovations. So I'm curious, like we discussed me coming back. I think I would like to shoot to come back in June for around the time of their UFO fair. So definitely, again, make sure you're following and staying tuned if you want to come back in June for the UFO fair and visit it together. A brat, right? We visited before, right? They just did a whole bunch of renovations, so I'm really excited to come check out like what they've got going on now. And they have, if you go to their website, the Pine Bush Museum, like if you Google like Pine Bush Museum in Pine Bush, New York, you can see a list of all of their events. They have like lecturers come to talk on different paranormal topics and all kinds of interesting things. Hi, buddies. These are so cute. They also talk about different paranormal phenomena in New York State. I know Bigfoot is more popular, I understand, further north in Whitehall, New York. They have their Bigfoot festival every year. But here for Pine Bush, it's all about the aliens. Oh yeah, so let's go back to get the aliens, right? We're gonna decide. That was really so weird a minute ago, and I was like, is this an alien conspiracy? And then the live just like randomly cut off. Was it you? Did you cut off our live stream? I want to know. Was it you? This is an interrogation. Look at that smirk on his face. And he's got a little camera too. I think you were the one. I think you're messing with my camera work. That's what this is about. Yeah, Shelby, right? This is sort of... Hi, Paul Lewis. How are you? Yeah, it's sort of an unusual museum. Just definitely like an ode to all of the paranormal and even magical phenomenon documented in the valley. Again, a woman named Ellen Crystal even wrote a book about this town called Secret Invasion. So as we were saying, back in the 80s, literally, I think it was like over 2,000 UFO sightings happened. Like so many UFO sightings and paranormal phenomena were happening that they set up a hotline. Like they just couldn't handle all the reports. And ever since, it kind of had a peak and then trailed off a little bit. And then for a little while, the town was sort of leaning away from the paranormal stuff, but have since reconsidered and leaned into it. Somehow, I just noticed the second time we passed here, which is not, this place is magical. Where there's chocolate, I know I get pulled in. So here we are. I think this window is so pretty. Look at their little... There's like so much to see here. There's like aliens, but also pretty little street art and things. But yeah, in my latest video, even if you want to go check it out while we're talking here, I ask if you want to write a joke together, and I give you the prompt, what did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? So if you want to answer it here in the comments, you sure can right now. But if you want to write a joke with me, later on, we're going to read the ones that people have commented. like Jeff agreed to help me. We're going to pull out, so like stay tuned to hear some original jokes as written by all of you. And if you still want to submit a punchline, feel free to drop it on that video, or we'll tune in later. So we've got handwritten jokes by you guys to read, and we'll play some trivia for charity coming up with alien trivia as we continue to explore here the village of Pine Bush, New York. Alien capital of the world. UFO capital of the world in New York's Hudson Valley. Hello. Oh, look at this gnome. He's like, I am not an alien. Look, oh, I feel like in my head I'm telling a story of this shy gnome, and he's like, hello. And he's got his little sign, and he's like, I am very shy and I don't talk, and I know you might not notice me because I am not an alien in Pine Bush, but I hope to say hello to everybody, and I hope you will be my friend just the same. Maybe this is like, it's like the ugly duckling story. Like there's all the aliens, and then he's like the only gnome in town, and so he's kind of like feeling a little friendless. But we can be like, gnome, we still love you. Right? We'll tell this gnome, like, we still love you, gnome. Gnomes are amazing. Don't forget the gnomes. Snooks, thank you. June 3rd is Alien Day in Pine Bush. Yes. Paul Mars, can I show my face? Absolutely. I am not alien to this to this live stream. I don't know. So if we're gonna riff a little bit on life and adulthood here, and if our theme today is sort of the mystery and the unknown, do you ever feel like an alien? like you just kind of got dropped here, just trying to figure everything out. More than once, I've thought of creating a little character who is an alien, because I feel like that can be such a, like, if you've ever felt that way, I hope you know you are not alone. Like, it's okay if you have ever felt like an alien, because sometimes I have too. And then when I think about all the different characters that have been created based on aliens, right? Like, I think it's a very common, like, ironically, it's sort of common human experience to feel like you're from another planet sometimes. Shelby, you're a total alien. Wicked Peach every day. Angela, on a side note, back to gnomes, your mother-in-law bought you 2 gnome soap dispensers? That sounds adorable. See you. Yes, there's no way I belong on this planet. Buddy here. In fact, this is a very good moment to share as we're continuing to window shop here. If you're liking what you're seeing here with me, I appreciate it very much. But just remember, part of why you might like it here is because everybody here is usually pretty so friendly and charming and funny. We've got a really good group of people here, like Mitch, like Rick, our wonderful moderator, our punny and wonderful moderator, like Eugenius, like Angela, like Patrick at Just Go Outside. I encourage you all, as we're just kind of walking and talking, feel free to push each other's names. Please do check each other out. It is a wonderful community in here, I think, of other artists and travel lovers and just funny, friendly people. Fiction So Real and all of his philosophical takes on the world. Like, I get so much wisdom from Fiction So Real. Ooh, tulips. Tulips, $14.99 a bunch. But I got these tulips for free. Ha ha ha. Sorry, that was just to make you groan, in case you needed some help. That'll either help you wake up or put you back to bed. Or I don't know. Shelby, I love exploring in the early morning. That's just me. I'm not saying I'm better or worse than anybody else. Every time of day is certainly beautiful in its own way. Like we were saying before, right? Like these clouds, like even since the dawn, right? Like as the dawn is continuing to finish, everything is so one of a kind. So whatever time of day you like to explore, I hope you find your happiness with it and embrace it. There's never a bad, and all different kinds of weather. Sometimes it's so beautiful to take a walk in the rain, right? Versus a walk in the sunshine. As I watch all these clouds, it's like there's always something fun and, unique to see. Like these, like right now, all of you and I together, right? Like we're experiencing these clouds uniquely, and there will never be a cloud pattern like that again, right? Probably ever. In fact, I was reading, I'm digressing, we will get back to the signs in the window, that certain clouds, like the average weight of clouds or something, is something like 1 million pounds. Like a cloud like this size kind of thing. Like the average weight of like an average big chubby cloud is 1 million pounds. Isn't that amazing? With some sort of fact like that. I always feel like clouds must weigh nothing, right? Isn't that amazing? Something so heavy can fly so high in the sky. And here we are sharing it so uniquely together. So total digression on your question, Shell by B, but I do love exploring in the early mornings because I love watching the miracle of the dawn and thinking about the orbits of the planets and everything that has to come together to make such a quiet, like, isn't it amazing? Like everything, all the gravity and planets and atmosphere, everything that comes together to make something so quiet and so majestic and so beautiful. But that's just me, right? And feel free to tell me in the comments what is everybody's, right? Talk about unknown and mystery and things like that. What is your favorite time of day to be out in nature? Rex Hooker 4, you have a tennis match today. I'm not sure I knew that you played tennis. Good luck in your tennis match. Is it like a big thing? Is it just like with friends, or are you like in a competition? We gotta root you on. Right? Wishing Rex Hooker all the best tennis energy. If there are aliens in Pine Bush, bestow your good fortune on Rex Hooker as he goes to, win the tennis match. Oh, Ballsy, thank you so much for my flowers. You're so sweet. Thank you. Oh, Jeff Hickman, you think we should pop a gift card here, maybe? I'll take 215 of you. Boom. There you go. That was easy. Just carrying 200 of you. I'm like, hop in my hand, 200 of you. We'll just carry you along, right? It's no big deal. On TikTok, they make it easy. All right. So anyway, what are we doing here, parking here at the library? We're going to, for those of you who are new to the channel, every week when we visit a different town, we like to leave a little, gifts behind for people as a way of saying thank you for the time here. So we have 3 gift cards. They're 3 $5 gift cards, and we try to pick some sort of local business to buy them from. Although maybe, who would say no to a Starbucks gift card, right? But this week we have 3 $5 gift cards to the local supermarket here, which again, we're back to Hannaford Supermarkets. They didn't sponsor it or anything, but it's just a supermarket chain. I think they're a nice supermarket chain. I always have good experiences with them personally. We have these 3 gift cards. We're just going to leave them behind. Hopefully for $5 somebody can get, some toiletries they need, or a coffee, a sandwich if they need it. And we're going to leave it. We have the card here, and on the back I wrote how much it is, and I put the gift card receipt with it so that, side note, I always think it's a good idea when you give someone a gift card to get them the receipt, just in case they have any problems with it. So we're going to take it, and then you guys have a little job to do with this, as some of you know. First of all, your job is, as Jeff Hickman did, was to help me pick the spot. So if you see a good spot, we got 2 more gift cards to place. Feel free to let me know and say it specifically in the comments. Breadads, you're in Pine Bush now? Yes, I'm in Pine Bush now. And you saw us in Middletown. I'm so glad. I'm glad you had such a good time. And Silver Fox, thank you for the balloons. You're so sweet. You guys are the best. You're the best. And we're gonna leave a note with our gift card. Today's note says, surprise, hope this helps you get something you want or need. Love, strangers who wish you all the best. Boop. We're gonna pop that on there. And then I'll pop some glue dots on there. And I always want to thank Lise, aka Mother of Goats, for having sent us our glue dots and sticky materials to be able to stick our gifts places. That should be here in this pocket. Yep. We got it. They're so good and sticky, they stick in my coat. I cannot wait for spring to develop, guys, as the days get warmer. My little fingers are they're gluey and chilly. I got chilly fingers. There we go. All good. They warm up with a little love. But, all right. And now here comes the second part of your job. We got to leave some good vibes on this gift, right? Ready? So say whatever you like to leave your good vibes, a little prayer, a little blessing, whatever. No pressure though. Whatever you like. Ready? I'm going to say, may only good come from the placing of this gift card. May whoever finds it get something they need out of it, to their benefit, the benefit of all my friends here, and all sentient beings. All right, so now let's stick it, and we'll just hope somebody finds it who needs it. Come on, let's go. Whoops, as I nearly drop you on the ground. Sorry, everybody. So maybe we'll stick it like right on the library door. What do you think? Boom, right on the library door. Oh, what have we found among the books here? Is it an alien? Ah! Hi, Mr. Jeff.
Hello.
How are you this morning? I love how you have your Yoda hat on here live in Pine Bush.
Right. It kind of is, it's cold today. It occurred to me, hey, this is kind of appropriate.
Right? Annika, you're dealing with the unknown now as you apply for a new job. Oh my word. Right? That is so nerve-wracking. Right? Like wishing all of you blessings. Like Annika, on your new job journey, like everybody here who is dealing with their unknowns and their journeys, their car journeys, just definitely want to take a moment to send a prayer for everybody on these journeys. It's amazing how we all have different journeys to go on, but we're all dealing with that same like mysterious, frustrating, how do I figure this out, right? Like, how will this go? It's so hard sometimes to sit with something when we just don't know how it's going to turn out. Oh, thank you so much, DJ, for my cake. I love cake. It's so good. Thank you.
Some people are saying a gift card here might be good.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. And Patty Z in the house. You watched your favorite movie, The Long, Long Trailer with Lucy and Desi. Nice, right? Sometimes leaning into it, like a good movie or a good song can be like an old friend to comfort us in these times of mystery. Brown, you're so sweet. Brown Sugar Creations, thank you. It is so true. Like, you guys are precious. Every single one of you. This community would be nothing without you guys. Everybody here, you're precious, you're unique, you're wonderful. Life ain't easy. Oh, look at this turtle. Look at, there's two turtles. Oh, this is like a perfect imagery. It's like there's like little love turtles here. There's like one turtle carrying another. Like, this is you guys. Like, this is my heart and this is you guys. Like, you guys are the bestest. And I definitely like just send love to you all in these journeys. You're amazing. Like, please don't forget how amazing you are for being you ever. And if you're ever feeling alone or lonely about this stuff, like, please know we're thinking of you here. I definitely mean it when we leave that good vibe on these gift cards about, you know, praying for you guys. Because I know, right? Like, there's so many wonderful things in life, but it is mysterious and unknown out there. But we're doing it together, right? Like, there was a ASMR person who, I don't know where the phrase ultimately came from, but they remarked in one of their videos, we're all just here walking each other home, which I was like, that's kind of sweet. So we're here, as we travel life together here, like, we're happy to help be walking everybody home too, so to speak. You guys are the best. So, oh, and we got, Genius is dropping a joke. What did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? Scharf Außenhen. I hope I didn't butcher that. Looking sharp. Boom! Yes, all right, after this gift card, we're going to get into some jokes, I think. Genius, you are the best. Again, we're the blue dot right there. Boop.
Right, and
there's Kingston. Right, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you go for it.
Right, Kingston, Saugerties, Hudson, we've visited in the past here. We've been to Poughkeepsie before. Port Jervis is kind of down over here where we met the mayor that time. Places like Wurtsboro and Ellenville and things like there are kind of along here on Route 209. So, right, so even just to give you a scope of like all the different places, up here are places like Albany, Troy, Schenectady, places we've been in the past, further up north. So we've been up and down this valley, haven't we, all together? And someone asked earlier, Sleepy Hollow is kind of like over here-ish.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. Peekskill, where we were last week, is also kind of over here-ish. Whoops.
It is a touch screen.
And I just love the Jeff reflection. And Yoda Jeff is everywhere. You look like a Force ghost. Look at the Force ghost of Yoda Jeff.
Oh my gosh.
As you shine your Force ghost shadow over the whole Hudson Valley. Yoda Jeff is watching over us all. It's an 8:30 hour, so I want to make sure that we pause to enjoy something that you guys are creating together with me. In my latest video, like if you go to my page and look at my latest video, I was wondering if you guys for April Fool's Day this weekend might want to write a joke together. And some of you guys are pitching right in. So I want to take some time to celebrate all of you and read some jokes. If you still want to submit a punchline, feel free to throw it in the comments now. So in honor of April Fool's Day, I gave the setup, and your job is to knock it down with a punny punchline if you care to. So I'd like to transition to that. Jeff has the video open now. That's my latest video. So we've got some jokes, huh?
We got 8 comments here.
Let's see.
So first off, what's the setup again?
So the setup, like as we get into this activity, and again, feel free to drop it in the comments here too if you want. But we're gonna read the ones on the video first. The setup is, what did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? And then your job is to write the punchline. And you can reverse it if you want. What did the cheddar cheese say to the Swiss cheese? If you know, if that you feel like that fits better. Rick is just warming us up. Rick, you're like the opening act for this. Rick is warming us, Razzle 1955 is warming us up with the general humor that you'll be celebrating Facepalm Sunday later today. I feel like that's been since 2020, right? Like, this is Facepalm Sunday. Right, what did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? And who's the user?
We've got sweet neurodiverse and travel.
Sebastian,
thank you. I'm terrible with names. I apologize.
Sebastian, you wrote a joke. I can't wait to hear this. All right, so according to Sebastian,
what did the Swiss cheese?
Here, let's go around the corner. I don't want, because it's such a busy road. I want you guys to have your jokes in the spotlight. So let us all wait with bated breath here. We'll just kind of step around the corner. What did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. We'll walk back up to the UFO museum and we'll duck around the corner here.
And he says, we may have a lot of holes, but at least our flag is a big plus. That's pretty good.
Sebastian! Oh my god! Say that again! What did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese?
We may have a lot of holes, but at least our flag is a big plus.
Oh my god! Ah, Sebastian!
Nice.
Nice. All right. Well done. I tip my beanie to you on that. All right. We're back at the by the way, the Pine Bush UFO and Paranormal Museum of Orange County. So please enjoy these jokes as we continue to.
And,
yes. All right. Who is our next user? What did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? By who?
Mother of Goats.
Lise has dropped one.
And yeah, so what did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? I'm more wholesome than you.
Oh my, HOLESOME.
Like
I'm
wholesome.
more wholesome than you. Lise. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Let's see. Oops. Let's see here. And who's our next one? Let's see here.
Next is
Eileen MJC coming up next with the jokes.
Alright, so what did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? Now that's a lot of cheddar.
Eileen! You guys, I'm gonna be tipping my beanie so much it's gonna be tipping right off my head. Tip of the beanie to Eileen. Oh my god. That's a lot of cheddar.
And then a little non sequitur. Mind your biz, please. Put jokes on me. My 8-year-old was watching cable and saw an Olive Garden commercial and exclaimed, I thought that was a plant store.
Oh my god. You guys are so funny. Let me just take a look here. Oh my goodness, you guys are so silly.
I got one reply there too. I want to check that.
Oh, this one, yeah,
Okay,
we got one
Then
more.
We got one more from Groggy Rob. What
Okay.
does Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? We don't extradite.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. One more from Navj.
Okay.
So, what did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? Was it Buddha for you too?
No, you're good. That's amazing. Ain't nothing wrong with a little cheese on a Sunday.
What did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? Mitch Cumstein?
Yeah.
You can't see through me.
Ah! Mitch! You guys are so silly.
Also, Doghouse has another one. What did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? I wish we were sharp.
I wish we were sharp. Doghouse! Oh my god, so many tips of beaties. And Steven Drives, I'm holier than thou. Boom, you guys are bringing it. I got the punniest community on TikTok. I'm telling you, you guys are silly. I love it. Look at these alien guys.
What's with the mohawks?
I guess they want to do their hair the way they want.
Punk aliens.
Punk aliens. This is adorable. They celebrate all things paranormal here. I love this like little spaceship here, peace and love, with these little like, there's like a touch of the Woodstock here. Here at the UFO Museum of Pine Bush, New York.
KT and Maya have another cheese.
Let's do it, KT and Maya. Okay, updates. Stop the presses. What did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese, KT and Maya?
I wholly enjoy your sharp wit.
Ah! You got the cheddar and the Swiss mixed in. You're so funny, KT and Maya.
Did you go back for that one?
Definitely have to go back for that one. So that, as we're saying, like, you could drop them in the comments here if you want to drop them in the comment on my latest video. Just for funsies for April Fool's Day, we're writing jokes together. Just to make sure, I'm sharing all my fun facts with you guys here about Pine Bush. So, as we were saying, to go back in the day, for those of you who are just joining us, again, this city goes back to the 1740, was its original founding by the European folks, after the period where the Lenape people were living here. And as we know, this was originally a town with a railroad. That was railroads and farming and lumber were sort of the original things happening here at that time before the American Revolution. Well, after railroads came later in the 19th century. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, apparently local lore. I would love to try to find this guy. I saw an article profiling a gentleman here in Pine Bush named Butch the Barber, who apparently is a local legend for how much alien lore he knows about. So I don't know where he works or who he is, but if anybody knows of Butch the Barber, oh, look, Jeff found a music store and we've lost Jeff. Ooh, pretty. Oh gosh, isn't that beautiful?
I want to say bouzouki, but I could be wrong.
Do we know what type of instrument this is officially? Is it a bouzouki? Or is it a mandolin maybe?
I don't know, but I think mandolin would be smaller unless it's like a...
Oh, we got Big Sway dropping a punchline. What did the Swiss say to the cheddar cheese? I'm not your mama. Big Sway! You're so silly. Robert J. Bannon, thank you for the rose.
Very good, very good.
Stones fan. What did the cheeses say to each other here? What did the Swiss say to the cheddar? You're white, you're yellow, you're sharp. What's with you? Your theories are full of holes. Oh my god. Angela, wait a minute. Hi, Katie. I'm seeing this very important comment. Hi, Angela. Hi, excuse me. Hi to Angela. I see the comment here. Hi, Katie. This is Angela's son, Arnold. It's my birthday tomorrow. Arnold? Arnold, how old are you going to be, Arnold? We'd love to know these things. Ready? I think we got a birthday in the house. You know what we got to do.
I do believe so.
Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Arnold. Happy birthday to you. Yay, Arnold! Wishing you health and happiness this year. And to everybody who is celebrating a birthday now or approximately this time this week. This is wonderful, Arnold. Happy birthday to Arnold. We got Wicked Peach. What did the Swiss cheese say to the cheddar cheese? I am holier than thou. I think we got that. That's right. Like, I love great minds thinking alike with that punchline. Doghouse, thank you for the nachos. Great, happy birthday, Arnold. Jeff Hickman, a good place to leave a card here at the music store, you're thinking? Kathy thinks this might be a loot. I want to make sure we're wrapping up today with a little bit of fun here with everybody. And I thought maybe we could conclude today with some trivia for charity. Alien Edition. So if those of you, if you're new here, what we like to do sometimes, we play trivia for charity. And all that means is Jeff and I are going to donate $10 to a charity of the winner's choice. We're going to ask 5 trivia questions. And whoever this is just for fun, you know, not too competitive. But just for fun, you guys are going to answer questions this week about alien-themed, like movies and TV, aliens and movie and TV trivia. And we're going to give you a choice of 3 charities, and we'll donate $10. I'll stand right here at the museum as we ask these questions. And we're just doing this for fun. Here we go. Question number... Bizarre Explorer, you're killing me. I might just name you an honorary winner anyway. So question number 1. In the 1980s, around the same time that there were thousands of UFO sightings happening in Pine Bush, there was also a very popular sitcom, I believe, that aired on NBC about a lovable alien who crash landed into the home of the Tanner family. Who was that alien? The alien in the 1980s NBC sitcom who crashed into the home of the Tanner family in California and lived with them. Alf! Yes, I'm seeing it pouring in. Okay, question number 2. Let's see. What was the brand of candy that Elliot used to lure E.T. into the house in the film E.T.? What brand of candy was it? What brand of candy was it?
And we've got Carol 1010, Reese's. Oh, Bizarre Explorer, Reese's Pieces.
Yes, I think, right? Carol 1010H kind of beat Bizarre Explorer to the punch there. But yes, Reese's Pieces. Apparently M&M's was approached. You guys probably all know this factoid, right? I believe M&M's was approached because they wanted it like a Mars candy in there. But there was something that happened that it didn't work out. But Reese's Pieces was like, yup. Well, I don't know what that is, guys, but if the mysterious Easter baskets that have just appeared are related to this mysterious thing, Pine Bush Good Deeds. These were definitely not here as we have been walking around. And these have magically appeared. Definitely gifts from the alien. Ah! Oh, look at that! Pine Bush Good Deeds just posted. Free Easter container. Come find them a good home. Oh, and they blew over in the wind. Oh, no. We should fix them.
Yeah, right.
Let's fix them. Pine Bush Good Deeds, we've got your back. We're just gonna fix these.
Well, let's like stack them like 2 at a time.
Pine Bush Good Deeds, we want to support you. Maybe we should take one for our Easter hunt next week. Yeah, tune in next week to Easter egg hunt.
Do you prefer pink or yellow yourself?
Oh, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should we grab a pink one or a yellow one to bring for us for our Easter egg hunt next week? Silver Fox says yellow, Mishy Mashy says pink. How about we take one of each? And then I have an Easter basket and you have an Easter basket. Done. Not at all. I know you like the pink. I was going to say, Jeff loves pink. So I will go with, yes! Jeff in Yoda hat in UFO capital of the world with happy pink Easter basket. My favorite meme of the morning. I mentioned there were a certain amount, approximately, of alien sightings that were reported in Pine Bush, specifically in the 1980s. If you can remember approximately... Does anyone remember? If we're going by Price is Right rules, I think Silver Fox, you're the closest without going over. It was at least 2,000. There were approximately 2,000 reports of UFO sightings here in Pine Bush between 1983 and 1987. So much so, and so vividly so, there was eventually a book written about it by a woman named Ellen Crystal called Silent Invasion. Fun with us. So Silver Fox is saying dog charity. It seems like a lot of folks are saying the SPCA. So we'll do $10 today to the Hudson Valley SPCA. Again, they are a no unaliving charity that helps animals. They take care of animals in the area who need their forever homes until they find their forever homes. And so we will donate to them today. Thanks to you guys playing the charity with us. So the trivia for charity. So that's it for us here this morning. We're going to head over now. Like, thank you to everybody for joining us this morning. Thank you again for your company, for your patronage of this channel. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Those shares, those likes, those follows, your wonderful senses of humor. Like, thank you for being you. Know that we're thinking of all of you and grateful for you. However you have come here, however you support the channel, it means the world to us. You're special and you're wonderful, and don't you forget it, whoever you are. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you soon. Bye.